Popular actress is shining a light on a little-known mental health condition. Megan Fox says she suffers from body dysmorphia, and it can have a major impact on a person's mental and well-being. Health experts say many who suffer from this condition may not even know it.
It impacts about 1 in 50 individuals, so it's fairly common, even though it may not be a term that is well known. You may find yourself spending excessive amount of time grooming or checking yourself in the mirror. You may spend hundreds and thousands of dollars in cosmetic procedures, trying to fix your appearance. You may also avoid important events because you're afraid of the anxiety that it may bring up around your appearance.
Albers says there are all red flags of which to be aware of, but it may not be easy for a person to spot this disorder within themselves. If you recognize a problem in yourself or a loved one, help is available. And overdose deaths in the U.S. appear to have hit a new record in the last year. Provisional CDC data shows almost 110,000 fatalities, although the final number won't be available until after a records review is done. That total surpasses the high set the previous year by about 500. It also suggests the years-long trend of increases is leveling off after a surge during the pandemic. A significant factor in U.S. overdoses is the powerful synthetic opioid fentanyl. And a new poll shows gun violence has surpassed the opioid crisis as the #1 public health concern among Americans surveyed. 26% of those surveyed said they had access to guns in the current greatest threat to U.S. public health. Back in February, that number was only at 17%. Meanwhile, concern about opioids and fentanyl dropped from 26% in February to 25% in May. Both of those threats are ahead of obesity and cancer as the top public health concern among Americans. And Walgreens' parent company has reached a multi-million-dollar settlement over its role in San Francisco's opioid epidemic. Today, officials announced Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated has agreed to pay $230 million to settle a civil lawsuit that alleged the drugstore chain was liable in the crisis. The U.S. District Judge in San Francisco accused the company of a 15-year failure to properly scrutinize opioid prescriptions and flag possible misuse of the drug. A judge ruled last August pharmacies in the city received more than 1.2 million opioid prescriptions with red flags for over a decade, yet performed due diligence on less than 5% of them before dispensing them. And apparel made by some athletic wear brands have been found to contain high levels of the toxic chemical BPA. BPA is a chemical that's used to make certain types of plastic. It's been linked to health conditions like asthma, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and even obesity. The Center for Environmental Health says it sent legal notices to 8 brands after tests showed their apparel could expose wearers to up to 40 times the safe limit of BPA. The newly tested brands and their products include leggings from Athleta, Champion, Kohl's, Nike, and Patagonia, athletic shirts from Fabletics, and shorts from Adidas, Champion, and Nike.